It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 545.
It's Fat Fridays and it's Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
You animals. Not that I know what that means.
You've got something under your top.
I mean, I was just looking in the camera. It's kind of looks, you don't really tell when you're wearing black, can you?
No, you can definitely
This is why
tell.
I know why you love black.
Yeah,
Because it conceals you.
Definitely.
Shit. Anyway, I've got a few things. It's Friday. These two things you can expect to see on Christmas Day if you celebrate Christmas.
Perfect, because I actually 97 called you to get something.
Yes.
And I heard you say, I've thought of something. And then I actually was yelling out saying, can it be Christmas related?
Oh, great. Well, this thing, favourites.
If you don't know what to, if you've been told
when you're told not to bring a thing, what to bring when you're told not to bring a thing.
Yeah. That was a great marketing ad. So there's like Cadbury, Australian brand, just flogging it.
Yeah.
And how many times have you said that to somebody that, when you didn't bring it, you know?
But how, what do you actually think if someone brings favourites?
Oh, absolute fuckut.
Yeah.
No, I've brought them before. Anyway, I want to what I want to do is explore our mate King Bruno the King.
The King list. Boucher?
Boucher? Bruno Boucher.
I've never actually said
Boucher. I reckon it's Boucher.
Yeah, to be honest, that was the first time I said it out loud. I look at it and I say it in my mind.
You called him Bashir.
No, but I say it in my mind perfectly.
Do you remember
when I say it out loud?
Was Bashir the name? Can you look up the journalist who did the expose on Michael Jackson?
Oh, yes, the old school one?
Yeah, the British dude. And I feel like his last name was Bashir.
Martin Bashir. Anyway, Bruno Boucher, no relation to that bloke.
No.
But what he does is the list king. That's who he is.
Oh, this is because the fact that you said, you were like, no, I've got something. It's a little bit of stimulus, but don't expect much.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a huge amount. We can spend a whole episode talking about this.
So Bruno, the list king, has been on the telly here in Australia.
Yeah.
He basically creates they're almost like tiers and he takes products, so one of them, i.e. chocolate, and then puts the different types of chocolates into the different tiers. And so what I want to do is go through the favourites and pull out. They're not all in his list, but he did do one around chocolate and some of these fit into it.
And I haven't seen that list, so this is perfect.
Yeah, so firstly, I want you to just pull out, Josh, the one you want. It's not the one you think you should get. It's the one that you would actually love.
Your favourite.
It's your favourite. And then I'll get my favourite and then we can see where they fit in Bruno's list. Anyway, the other thing I've got one more box.
Great.
Festive bonbons.
Perfect.
Great.
What I thought was Josh and I could crack a few and we can give you a heads up on the shitty jokes that you'll expect from
Is this premature?
people.
What are you going to do on Christmas? No,
there'll be other ones, but
I was going to do that. We can do them again. It's always fun.
we can hold off.
No, we'll do it.
We'll do them today. And
so
then we'll do
I've
more
picked
at
out
Christmas.
my top
Okay.
tier.
I'll pick out what I actually like, what I would want to eat. I've got to pull them out. Fuck yeah. Got it. I've chosen the Boost. Like, I don't think these are super, super popular, but I fucking love them. Boost. They've got the crunchiness. They've got the caramel. It's all good. I fucking love them.
I've gone for the Moro.
The Moro.
Firstly,
can we just what does my choice say about me in your eyes, and then I'll tell you what your choice says about you.
You're a basic bitch. Definitely.
No, I get that. Yeah, no, I get that.
It's like you couldn't go more.
Dude, what are
basic.
you, 70? Eating your Moro? I didn't want to spend too much. I didn't want to get a Mars bar. I want to get a Moro.
Povo Mars bar.
Yeah,
they
a
come from New Zealand.
70-year-old bloke that's still on the pension. Nothing wrong with being on the pension, but
Sounds
he's
like
just
there is.
fucking struck, mate. If you're on the pension and you're living off the pension in its entirety, it's a fucking tough life. You should have gone hard on your super.
I wouldn't think that there'd be a big difference between Boost and a Moro bar in the cost.
I'm just fucking.
So the thing, do you know what the interesting thing is between the Boost and the Moro? That I guess no. I was going to say that they were more aggressive with the not for individual sale.
Yeah,
I've always found that interesting. The not for individual sale.
Oh yeah, that's anything that comes in a pack that you buy in a pack from the supermarket.
Who's individually selling
Dude,
these?
like
Milk bars.
swimming centres, those kind of places.
What would you pay for an individual? No, he says, what would you
Moro
pay for
bar? That
Moro?
size? Moro bar?
Yeah, what would you guys pay for any of these?
Less than
Full size though? Are you saying for like these are snack size?
I feel like it would be 20 cents.
I was about to say,
Oh,
I
for
wouldn't
this-
pay more than 20 cents for
Nah,
it.
they would charge, what they would charge you is fucking 80 of some bullshit from
Did you say 8? What?
80. I reckon
80
they'd be
cents.
charging you some fucking, at a swim
You
centre.
can get a
Oh,
Freddo frog for $1.
But you can't buy these at the supermarket.
Mm-hmm.
My point is where you get them is where they're stinging you. And so you're paying through the nose. Anyway, it is interesting because I would say that both of these choices are on that bogan spectrum. Like they are a couple of bogan chocolates.
When I discovered Moro, so you could only get them in, I've told this story many times.
You're also
remember
found
this
indentures on that same day.
Do you remember the story of the Moro bar?
No.
Do you really not remember?
No,
Do you
I don't.
remember
I probably
No
will.
7?
No.
I've heard every story twice, but I've forgot this one, so I want to hear it
I've
again.
definitely said this story multiple times. So anyway, the Moro is a New Zealand chocolate.
I thought you were going to say the moral of the story.
No, that's quite funny. No, the Moro bar is a New Zealand chocolate, but they are in these favourites. And so you actually see Moro bars sometimes in that sort of international section of the supermarket
yeah.
alongside the jet planes or whatever.
Oh, jet planes are the best.
Yeah.
New
Anyway,
Zealand food?
yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, they my dad had a friend that was going to New Zealand, and so he brought back an esky full
Oh, yes.
of Moro bars. And so then I took all of my undies out of my undie drawer and I laid them out. And so there would have been probably 50 Moro bars, like full size.
Fuck.
And I laid them all out and I would just have one at a time. Every night I would have a Moro bar. And so
You're an
and it's-
indulgent
yeah,
little motherfucker.
Yeah, and it was so
It's because I get it. It's so cool to be able to pull your drawer. It's like bars of gold.
yeah, it did feel like that.
It's so funny.
How long did it take you to eat them all? If you were doing one
I
a
don't
night.
know because I think
You
that I
weren't
was
doing
just
one a night, were you?
definitely.
That's why he asked. What a little smart ass.
Yeah, no.
You said one a day, so work it out. How many days did you have? Because you had one a day.
No, it
but he
would have been
didn't
2
trust you
weeks.
one a day.
2 weeks. But the other thing was, it's funny how things don't really change. Like when I was at the radio station, Coles was downstairs and I went to Coles and they had Moro bars for $1. And so I went and took the whole box, like the point of sale box.
Like with
And
how much you think about
put them
food
through.
now and like a specific, you must have not given a fuck.
About what I was eating. Oh, no.
Yeah, because you're
It's-
pretty, like
yeah.
you're onto it. You feel the guilt as well when
Yeah.
you're eating something. So you mustn't have given it fuck.
Yeah, no, it was pretty loose.
Can I just say, the ones that you picked, they're not even on the list.
Really?
Then
He didn't even include them on there.
No.
It's because they're absolute scumbag lollies.
So the other thing is,
If I just pick out a few now,
Yeah.
just do rapid fire because I reckon I know some of them that are on the list.
Okay.
And then tell me where they place. And so can you just first tell me from like top, the good tier, down to the bottom tier, what are the names? What does Bruno
Sure.
List King put them down as?
number 1, picnic.
no,
no, silly boy.
What are they called? So
Just
Adam
the
Sandler.
tier.
Sorry. The
So
tiers.
the
The tiers.
tier.
God tier,
Yeah,
royalty tier,
yeah,
Adam Sandler tier,
yes.
take it or leave it, pleb tier, would rather eat a bucket of cat vomit tier.
Okay, so that's the real shitty ones, and
Yeah.
then you've got the
Yeah.
top ones. All right, Turkish delight. Where does that fit?
There'll be cat vomit, but I would put that as a God tier.
It's in the God tier.
Is it?
You were right. Your guts told you wrong. No, you told you.
No, my
you
gut
were-
was right.
Your gut
your
was
taste
right.
My
buds.
gut.
Logic was wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon
Dream
it's
should be
up there. It's
pleb.
up there.
Dream is pleb. Dream is a white chocolate.
Yeah.
White chocolate.
What does that fit in, Mace?
Dream's not on the list.
Okay. Let me. Crunchy. Where does that fit?
Adam Sandler.
Nailed it.
Yeah. It is one you can take or leave. I would be happy if they left this out, to be honest.
Do you know what would be an absolute bottom of the barrel cat vomit? Violet crumble.
Oh, because it's the cheapo version
Yeah.
of crunchy. Okay. Cherry ripe. I reckon that's the second tier from the top.
Not on the list.
Ah, fuck, it doesn't even get it on.
Okay, that's all right.
Picnic. I heard you say that. That's
Yeah.
top
Top.
That's
Yeah,
God tier.
that's silly.
god tier.
That's
Yeah,
actually
well,
silly.
real silly. Bruno.
Picnic is like the leftovers
Mate,
of a Snickers.
Yeah.
This needs to go old gold original chocolate.
How do they even make it? I feel like that's a mistake. I'm serious.
This fucking shitty
This
chocolate.
is-
Dark. Some of
that
the
on
worst dark chocolates.
It's definitely not on the package, right? Does it show it on the package?
It doesn't.
Did it really not?
Bury the lead.
Oh, no, it does. No, it
does
does.
on
It
the
does.
back though. No, it does on the back. It doesn't lead. So it leads with the front. Is the front's like a?
Well,
the
I think
good shit.
they're showing what they think the God tiers are.
Yeah, true. That's a good.
The flake, the caramello, Cadbury, the picnic,
Yeah.
the Cadbury Dream, the cherry ripe, and the crunchy.
Does flake make it on there? Take it or leave it in my eyes.
No.
Yeah.
Flake is great on.
Flake-
Can you still get flake on ice cream? In ice cream at Macca's?
Yeah.
Add a flake, 30-cent cone and a flake.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
What about dairy milk? Caramello.
It doesn't make it, but I would put it in royalty or God.
Mate, it is
I
it's
love
my
caramel.
god. It's my god. It's not. There's nothing better when you find a woman or a partner. In my case, my wife, woman. She doesn't rate these. She rates like the dream white chocolates.
The old gold.
And so I don't want none. Definitely not old gold. Doesn't like white, dark chocolate. But she goes hard on just the chocolate. And I
What is
just want
that?
the
Someone who likes white chocolate. My brother James likes white chocolate.
yeah. Amy's big
What sort
on
of
it.
person likes white chocolate? Bad taste. In all seriousness. When have you ever had white chocolate? For me is always the chocolate that I have
Yeah.
if there's nothing left in the house.
I don't mind the white chocolate.
People love white chocolate, dude. It's
Why?
What I like is white chocolate melted. Different. It changes it up, dude. Like when you're getting
Yeah.
white chocolate
Like
drizzled
dipping
over
into-
stuff,
yeah.
changes it up. But it just hard white chocolate. It's no good.
All
But
right, can we try these bonbons?
yeah. So anyway, thanks, Bruno.
So
Love you,
I've
mate.
just had a Moro, a Boost, and an Old Gold. That's me
Where's
done.
my fucking boost? Oh, here
There's
it is.
heaps.
Okay, good. Sorry.
All right, here we go.
So let's just we're doing a bonbon.
It looks like you were
Bonbonniere.
already.
No, I just grabbed it.
Okay.
You might get this. There's yeah, definitely wasn't going to be you. That testosterone.
That
level.
was rigged from the start.
no.
Yeah, it was. He was
wa-
doing stuff with his fingers.
No, the
Do another one. Do another one.
Do another
so
one.
we have two.
So,
So you can both read one
there you
out.
go.
Okay, ready?
Good idea, mate.
All right, great.
What happened
That's not how
there?
you do it.
You didn't pull it.
The old man who ate the Moro nearly had a
so
stroke.
I'll be honest, I'll be
pulling-
honest.
You have to put your thumb in.
So I'll
Just
be honest.
Grab
I
that
was
thing.
I
with
was
your
listening to a podcast that Michelle and Zara was on called
yeah?
the Christmas Binge.
thumb. Yeah.
And they had this very same segment where they had the whole bonbons.
Mm.
And I think it was Zara that grabbed basically the whole thing.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
was her tactic. So I was trying her tactic.
So I made a video when I was working at Kiss, and I got like 30 of these. You don't need another one, dude. I did 30 of these, and I tested all the methods and found the best way to do it. Can't remember. I'll find the video.
We'll just try.
But yeah, so go 3, 2, 1. So I won
You lost
again.
again.
So I
Well,
did.
did you? Okay, yeah, I see what, because you've got the bit.
Okay, so take that.
So I'll
That's
read
your
the
joke.
joke.
I'll go first. Question and answer. Why did the turkey cross the road? I mean, when you ask a joke like this, you don't want them to actually fucking answer it. Why? You never want them to really answer because then it spoils the joke.
Yeah.
So ask me why. I
Why?
wasn't actually
Why?
answer. I like your inflection there. Because it was the chicken's day off.
All right, my one.
More garbage.
Question. What do you call a lady attached to a washing line?
What?
What?
Have a guess.
A lady attached to a washing line. I don't know.
Peg.
Peg. They could have got Peggy. They could have gone
Peggy.
Peg.
Yeah.
Smelling it. Yeah, interesting.
Another one?
They underbaked that. They
Yeah,
could
okay,
have
we'll do one more.
All right, go.
What are the gifts that we're getting with them?
Crap.
It's trash.
Landfill.
Let's have a look. No, I'm curious about what, like, this is. Oh,
Mm.
is this a comb?
That's perfect.
Here you go. There you go. There's the joke.
But what's this?
I don't know.
Hair clip?
No, I think it's like a paper clip.
Paper clip.
It's a plastic paper clip.
paper clip.
All right, can you read out
Okay,
this
final joke. What do you call a lady attached to a... Oh, you got to be kidding me. It's the same joke.
Or having
Did you
big
just
toes.
hand it?
Shit.
No.
Oh, no. You gave me the same piece of paper.
Did.
That was a stitch-up. Did you know that you were doing
accidental
that?
funny.
That was such a good stitch up.
That was an accidental funny.
I don't know if I can read this one. What do you get if you eat Christmas decorations?
I don't know. What?
Tinselitis.
That's funny. I like that.
The other day we got a comment. So Wayne Peters sent us an email about how upset and angry he was with how people talk about the decade.
We'd really hit a sore spot for old mate Wayne.
He was very upset. Anyway, Wayne has now triggered George because George has commented on YouTube. 97. He was trying to work out where it was from. He's looking in the email. Was that what was happening?
I was actually looking on Instagram.
I was on YouTube's. The thing about the Gronk Squad, they can really trigger each other, and then you've just got an all-in brawl,
Yeah.
which is what we love.
And so what did George say?
George said, "What's Wayne on about? You wouldn't call 1970 still part of the 60s. You're entering into the first year of the new decade like 2000 was entering into the 21st century. If it's your 20th birthday, you have finished 20 years and you are beginning year 21.
Yeah, so
I
you
realised
don't
I don't
start
care.
out. You don't.
I was trying to work it out while I was reading it.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
I mean, so Wayne's gripe was that.
I think we give George and Wayne each their email addresses to each other. I don't think they can use this platform
Nah, it's
because I don't get it at this point. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, it's low level shit to worry about.
I mean,
to
I
be
remember
honest.
it being a bit of a head fuck thinking about when before a baby is one, they're not one yet.
Yeah, and what's even more of a head fuck, which I've forgotten Bodie's birth date.
he's turned.
I know he's
3.
I know Feb 14, but Valentine's Day, can't forget that.
Is he turning 3?
He's turning 3 this year, but the
Wait,
thing is, a baby.
2020?
So we got pregnant in 2015. Yeah, so we got pregnant in 2015. So in my head, he was born.
He's
like the
5.
baby was here in 2015 because the baby starts growing, and then by Christmas it's here, and then you go into a new year. So it's like we're on another year, and then he gets born. And so it's
I think people are triggered when you say we're pregnant. I remember hearing Mum being like, "Fuck off."
that's old school. Now it's like if we want equality, it's a we thing. I know I didn't do any of the hard work, but it's like people are saying
Is that
we now.
is that the woke thing to say?
100%. Why would it? You're not separating it. Saying it's not saying we did the hard work. I'd never say that. Amy did the hard work. We got pregnant. It's
Can
a
you
thing you
find-
actually
yeah,
say.
yeah, I know.
We got
I've
pregnant.
definitely heard-
I know what you mean,
I've
though. I
heard
could
that,
imagine
but-
Lynn Janssen blowing up.
Yeah.
Bullshit, you didn't do fucking nothing.
Yeah. And so there is probably a little bit of that. Can you find out because some people definitely, I feel like I've heard you say we and people have pushed back.
No one's pushed back.
I've heard one person.
Who?
Can't
You.
remember who it was.
You're remembering hearing yourself.
It was someone else. Was it Stacey? No.
No,
It
I
should
can
be a
say-
we,
it should be
it should
we.
be a-
Should be all over. Can't you imagine? It's a bit
we're
more.
having the
We're
baby
having.
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
The whole community. It's
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
I mean-
I'm probably part of it.
Dude,
The whole
as soon as
strings and
Amy
stuff.
gets pregnant again, the Gronk
Yeah, yeah.
Squad's pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. We're having a baby.
We're having another Gronk.
What's the deal, 97? Can you look up?
Yeah. Well, okay. So Mila Kunis, she says, all you soon-to-be fathers, stop saying we're pregnant. You are not pregnant. Do you have to squeeze a watermelon-sized person out of your lady hole? No.
Is that a tweet or where's Mila writing that?
On her blog.
I think it was on Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
No, I
Any
see how
other-
it's funny. Like saying
Is there
that
any? No, but
kind
I'm
of
just
shit.
curious
So-
about what the actual. I don't know which is right or wrong. I could do. I'm happy with both. But But it is always funny because when it's like we.
Yeah.
You could look at it two ways. The way that Lynn Janssen's probably looking at it is, Tommy, you don't have to take credit for everything.
Yeah.
Whereas what you're taking is
Yeah.
like, no, this is a shared responsibility.
Yeah, I can go either way. I just chose to say we in that moment.
But I'm not saying that you're
No, yeah,
wrong.
you are.
I'm curious.
What would you say?
Man,
It's
not
actually-
Brie and I
probably
are
wouldn't
planning
have
on
said-
having kids.
I probably wouldn't have said that when Amy was pregnant. I just reflect on. I mean, fuck the words I choose to use on a daily basis. No one knows how. I sure don't.
Did you have
why
any?
I choose the words I do.
But this is the thing. I don't think it's right or wrong, but I think it's whenever you say it, it always is jarring in my mind. And so,
Yeah.
did you find anything else 97 on it?
No.
What's the pro? Like, what is what's the pro of what Tommy's saying? Like,
There's a whole argument online between two people.
What?
really?
Online? That doesn't happen often. Is that George?
Today'sparent.com.
Oh, mate.
Wayne and George
the
in there.
explosive. I get that. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't imagine Amy having a problem with it. She'd just be like, yeah. I mean, it's so interesting. I mean, it's like
we're having a baby.
The more.
So we're having a baby.
That's what I was thinking. But
So we're having a baby
when we were pregnant.
we're having a baby.
Is
We're
different to we're pregnant.
Definitely, yeah.
So
There's heaps of
you're
difference.
both having a baby, but you both technically can't be pregnant.
We're pregnant. So we can't
Hi at thedailytalkshow.com. I think this is a good one for the Gronk Squad. Let's get off George and Wayne arguing about what fucking century we're in.
And let's
Or
light a
whatever
fire over
decade.
here
What
for a few
decade?
other Gronks.
Could you imagine the
to smash
century
it out.
chat?
Yeah,
if
so
they're
well.
having this amount of issues with the decade, I would love to
Blow it
see
up.
George and Wayne have a
punch
jelly
on.
fight at our next at AU79. Do you reckon we could make that happen?
I'm sure Lawrence would hook us up.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Brought to you by Cotties. That'd be good fun.
Oh, I'd bring the favourites. That's for sure.
What do you watch the night before Christmas?
Well,
Christmas Eve.
we're at a time now where we can start sort of creating traditions as a family. Bodie's obsessed with Santa now. He's a chip off the old block. His mum fucking loves Santa. Once we were in Coogee and they do the carols by the sea, and we're walking along and there's Christmas music playing and she's crying. I love Christmas. She just has this affinity for Christmas that I don't share. I like the sort of sparkle and the tinsel, you know. It's lovely, but I don't I couldn't give a fuck about presents.
No, I'm the
We're
same.
doing Secret Santa this year. Everyone knows who they've got. Everyone knows who's got who. It's not secret.
Sure.
That's not Secret Santa. That's just you've been allocated this.
How
Gronk.
could you make it fun? Because you've always had an issue with Christmas.
No, never did. Actually, you got no issue. There's no issue other than the care factor isn't there for something that is so big.
You don't care for it.
other people. I love the vibe, but I just. Do you like Christmas?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
the
but I
funny
don't
thing-
think you do. Like when you have a partner.
Don't
that-
be so rude.
when you
Don't
have a
tell
partner
me what I like.
that, like someone
No,
who's
I fucking love Christmas.
Nah, you don't.
No, I do.
There's so
I
much-
said to Bree on Sunday, I said, do you want to go look at the Christmas lights? Would someone who doesn't like Christmas say that?
Yeah, probably. Because I'm not a big fan of Christmas, but I like the Christmas lights. Love the Christmas lights.
Give me the argument of why I don't like Christmas.
Oh, just in comparison to someone like Amy who is in love.
Stop comparing me to Amy.
This is weird.
Have you got Bree's Christmas present sorted?
Have you written one Christmas card? Have you got wrapping paper? Have you done a family mail out? Have you got a photo printed on like your own fucking Christmas card?
Did you put the tree up?
Do you have a tree?
What you're describing is admin. It's not
Which is Christmas?
No. Christmas.
Nah, dude. No.
No, see, that's what you've got. I think that you're focusing seriously though, too much admin.
But what
Did you
else
put
is...
lights on your balcony?
No, I don't have lights. So Christmas for me, letting go on Christmas Day.
Letting go? You
No,
mean
but
undoing your top belt?
No, but just but seriously, I like I'll eat a block of Whittaker's peanut butter.
Are you going to cook for Christmas?
What are you going to, are you going to go to your family?
We're going to Bree's mum's family.
Will
this
you
Christmas.
you
take,
gonna
will
bring
you
anything?
cook something for or bring something other than
So I would
favourites?
say to Bree, I'm like, what do we
You
bring?
we can actually just put these back in.
We'll probably bring some Hey Tiger. No, I think
Nah, so you put the point in case in point, you don't like Christmas. Like a lot of other people enjoy it.
97. Do you like Christmas?
Yeah, I like Christmas.
No, you don't.
No, I love
No,
it,
defend
mate.
yourself.
Okay, there's
put up
four
my
of us in the
Christmas tree.
room.
I've got
There's
presents.
four of us in the room.
Campbell doesn't have a mic.
But he can put his hand up. Who thinks Josh likes Christmas?
Okay, my hand's gone.
He's the
up.
only one in the room.
So
I'm not being
love it.
I'm not being a dickhead.
So I'm not being. Oh yeah, it sounded like a bit of a ticket. No, why I think I like Christmas is I'm listening to a lot of Michael Bublé. Tick.
Covers.
Yes. All Christmas songs covers. So I love them because I love covers. Actually, my old next door neighbour, Tommy Faith, I think he's the executive producer for Unearthed, Triple J. And he saw I did a post of a LaCroix can that I got.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Is that just the door opening? Oh, that's random. A
Fuck,
LaCroix
it's
can.
Father Christmas.
Yeah, could you?
No, anyway. LaCroix can.
Yeah, the LaCroix, and then in
yeah.
the background there was Leica version. I've been going through listening to watching all the Leica versions on YouTube. But so Michael Bublé, that's one thing. The other thing is definitely on Netflix, on Disney Plus, all streaming services. I'm leaning towards Christmas style movies.
They are being pushed to us in the feed, like as it is in the top movies. Like, anyway, as a family, I'm starting to we can build these traditions, and so we're going to watch a Christmas movie, which is what I was getting to, on Christmas Eve.
What about so Carols by Candlelight? I normally watch that.
Oh yeah, I haven't in years because I don't have a TV, but I've been to them in the Domain. They're fucking. It is a great
In
thing.
Sydney.
Yeah, Carols in the Domain or by the Domain.
Yeah, so there's a Channel 7
Sick.
one, and I think that might have already happened, to be honest.
I mean, if you're liking Christmas, you're getting to Carols in the Domain at 1 p.m, sitting in the hot fucking sun of Sydney and staying there until 11:30 with screaming little rodents.
So normally,
That's someone who fucking loves Christmas. It ain't me.
So for
I
me-
don't even know if my wife's at that level.
I'll paint the picture of what Christmas is. 25th of December.
Yeah, it's a great day. It is Christmas Day.
Wake up in the morning. Bree may have bought me a new collared shirt. I put on the collared shirt. I have a nice pair of shorts.
Rod and Gun?
Yes, potentially.
Yeah, great brand.
And then we go and try and find a coffee shop that's actually open on Christmas Day.
A lot more are opening now because they're like,
Well, they do
Money.
money.
dude.
But they actually do like a couple of years ago when Bree and I were living in Abbotsford, it was a bit of a head fuck, to be honest, because Christmas is a time for fighting as well. So Bree and I were fighting because
You didn't get her a present.
No. There might have been something around that, but what I remember, I didn't want to go out. It was very hot.
Yeah.
And Bree wanted to get coffee. And so she finally was like, okay, I'm going to go get the coffee. And so she went, and then she comes home like 10 minutes later. I'm like, oh, that was quick. And she's like, we needed coins because it's like this time of year they were doing like gold coin donations or whatever. And she said, can you go back and pick up our coffee? I said, what? You put through the order? And she said, yeah, they're going to be waiting there for us. I'm like, I don't think they're going to. And so there was a bit of push back and forth around. Like, I'm like, I don't want to go back there. They know your face. They don't know mine. Like, there's so many people there. Do I say like the 2 almond flat whites? Anyway, so my point is that the Christmas coffee run in the morning, especially being in a city, is a sort of a special thing. Being a bit silly when it comes to eating.
Yeah. I mean, you do coffee runs daily and you eat silly quite often.
I guess it's the
You're
shirt.
talking about
It's the
modern-
collared shirt.
The collared shirt's the only thing that's fucking.
I've never
Not
seen you
normal.
wear a collared shirt.
Me either.
That's all I used to wear.
Oh, you're wearing like a shirt and suit tomorrow, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Can we get a fucking snazzy photo?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I haven't been in a suit other than the wedding the other week.
Well, I'm really hoping that
The first
tonight, what's the shop that you said?
Rod and Gun.
Rod and Gun, thank
Yeah.
you. I'm hoping that they can come to the party. It's one of those things where it's like I've said yes to emceeing,
Yes.
and I love doing things for people. But then beforehand, I'm always like, when the admin. So the thing was, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, it's an
look.
isolated time. At the most, admin, I'll have to prepare some notes, read over some bios.
Yeah.
But then formal wear sort of.
I know. When you're there, you'll enjoy it. That's the thing. It's if you're
Because Brie
tired
has
and
been
you've got
telling
an
me,
event,
she was telling me every night, she's like, why don't you try your suit on? But she knows I'm just
you've got a suit at home, do you?
So that's why I've been
Try it
trying to
on.
like, I know I've been 3 days of calorie counting just to see if I can fit into my suit. It's all a bit depressing. So anyway,
let's
Rod and Gun
Yeah,
in Doncaster.
Yeah.
gonna check it
Hopefully they're going to hook me up with something. They haven't, the PR.
they're hooking me up. Have she got
hasn't-
back to you?
No. Lib
She's-
got back to
she's
you.
fucking hooking me
Do you
up.
think it's because I was rude because I asked for a whole suit?
Did you ask for a whole suit?
Do
Yeah.
they sell suits?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got a full tailoring section.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they even do like tailoring within David Jones or Myer or one of the
So
brands.
do I need to if I get a suit, I don't need it tailored, right?
What?
You can get
It should be-
tailored. Yeah, you can get a pre-done suit that will
Look tailored. It's
might
cut.
have it. Yeah, it will be cut, but it won't be.
It'd just
tailored
be a
to
little
you.
bit fitted, yeah.
You want a fitted suit.
Yeah. I've got a Ben Sherman suit
yeah.
that I bought 5 years ago. And so I can't remember
What
where
colour?
I was. Dark grey. Let me finish. Like dark grey.
I reckon you'd look great in a blue suit.
I think I'd look horrendous.
Tommy looks great in a blue suit.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate you,
No,
buddy.
I think it's super like.
Blues in, dude. If you're wanting to know what
I've got a
like
blue
the
suit.
dark navy blues, they're all in. That's
I actually
that's
don't think
very popular.
suits are in, to be honest.
Not as
Unless
in
they're
as
from
you-
Rod Gun. Rod Gun.
Rod
Rod
and
Gun.
Gun, or from Oscar Hunt. A friend of mine started it. That's where I got my wedding suit. That's the suit you're
Oh,
referring
really?
to. It's a real great experience having a tailored suit.
Mhm.
You go back. It's
I had
fucking
shirts
lovely.
tailored in Bali, actually.
Yeah, I know.
And they
All right, boys. Happy Friday. Happy Friday the 13th. Can you finish off just by telling us what the fuck is Friday the 13th? Because I always say like, ooh.
Well, so I looked up a Friday the 13th fact.
Tell me the fact.
So it's when they put up or revealed the Hollywood sign.
what do you mean?
Really?
Yep. So they
What does
on
that mean?
Friday, July 13th, 1923, the
LA fact of the day.
LA fact, the Hollywood sign was officially christened as a promotional tool for the new housing development in LA,
Called Hollywood.
Hollywood Land.
Hollywood Land.
Did they drop the land?
They've dropped the
They're
land.
fucking good.
I
that
think
they've
land
dropped
fell
the
off.
Have you got a photo of the land?
Do you want it with
It used to be
as in-
desert,
as in
dude.
the
You don't have to show it or anything.
just
but
of the land?
like the sign that says Hollywood Land.
And so that relates to the spookiness. What's the spookiness element? Or like people think it's like the day of Friday the 13th, can't do that. 13 being the number that's a bit funny, or
Yeah.
is that what it
I think
relates
that's the
to?
point, yeah.
He's just found a fact from a Friday
yeah.
that landed on the 13th.
Well, there was a
I like it though because it was LA.
lot of hotels, I think, don't have 13.
Level 13.
Level
or-
13, yeah.
Yeah, 6. Level 6. Devil 666. No, 6.
I don't think so.
Anyway, there's some of the shitty jokes that you'll expect
Mhm.
on Christmas Day if you're in Australia and getting some bonbons.
They're doing, favourites are doing QR codes. Scan here for fun games and trivia.
Ooh la la.
I don't know. I think that
QR
these types of
codes?
brands
Where does that
shouldn't.
hit-
I don't
fit
think
on
they need to bother with apps.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Imagine how much money they
Do you remember
spend on that shit.
McDonald's? Remember the app from the Monopoly? That was, I think it's still on my phone and I need to delete it. But anyway,
Thank you.
see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.
Bye.